I don't know what this means. I don't think it means anything.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Grammy scandals and controversies.
Wow, we're here on this stage right now.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most shocking, controversial happenings involving the Grammy Awards, from snubs to on-screen blunders and more. Which of these scandals surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Mariah Carey snubbed, 38th Annual Grammy Awards. After the year of fantasy, some found these nominations to be a nightmare. Despite her album Daydream and its singles getting nods in several major categories, Mariah Carey walked away from the 38th Grammy Awards empty-handed. Although every year has a few unlucky artists, Carey being passed over was particularly surprising. Besides having a standout year that earned her nominations in 6 categories, she opened the show, and many expected a sweep. It wouldn't be the first time a legend was passed over by the ceremony in their prime, with Prince not winning a single Grammy for his 1999 album. Thankfully, Carey's snub was somewhat rectified a decade later when she received 3 Grammys for her The Emancipation of Mimi album.
Oh, baby, baby, we belong together, baby.
Number 9. Jethro Tull beats Metallica, 31st Annual Grammy Awards. There are metal fans who still haven't forgiven the Grammys for this 1989 upset.
I felt what I've known, never shine doing what I've shown.
At the 31st Grammy Awards, Alice Cooper shocked millions when announcing Jethro Tull's win over Metallica for Best Hard Rock/Metal Performance.
And the winner is crest of a name, Jethro Tull.
This didn't sit right with people for a few reasons. Metallica was considered the favorite, and people felt the genres shouldn't have been merged in the first place, as Jethro Tull definitely was not metal. Fortunately, the Recording Academy gave both genres their own category the following year. Funnily enough, Metallica shouted out the band that once beat them while accepting the award for Best Metal Performance in 1992.
We gotta thank Jethro Tull for not putting out an album this year, right?
Number 8. Justin Timberlake's Super Bowl apology, 46th Annual Grammy Awards. There was only 1 week separating the 2004 Super Bowl and the Grammy Awards. At this point, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson were hot off their infamous wardrobe malfunction at the football game's halftime show. The pair were allowed to attend the Grammys, but only if they apologized for their part in the mishap while there. While Jackson opted to stay home, Timberlake showed up to perform and accept 2 awards.
I'm humbled. This is overwhelming.
He acknowledged the awkward elephant in the room during one speech and seemed to be totally off the hook.
What occurred was unintentional, completely regrettable, and I apologize if you guys are offended.
Meanwhile, Jackson continued to bear the brunt of the criticism and was effectively blacklisted. 2 years later, she spoke a bit about how Timberlake handled the controversy on the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Do you think in any way that Justin Timberlake left you hanging out there?
Number 7. 50 Cent interrupts Evanescence, 46th Annual Grammy Awards. Upon losing the Grammy Award for Best New Artist to rock group Evanescence, 50 Cent decided to walk across the stage as lead singer Amy Lee began her speech.
This is my first time.
She was visibly caught off guard by the rapper's stunt, while he proceeded to acknowledge the camera. The move thankfully didn't spawn a major, highly publicized feud, but 50 later proved he never fully got over the loss. When accepting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2020, he joked about losing the award in his speech. He even implied that Evanescence has since been forgotten.
I ain't seen the Evanescence since that night, Mike.
As they once sang, these wounds won't seem to heal.
These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real.
Number 6. The Boycott, 31st Annual Grammy Awards. The Grammy Awards made history in 1989 by introducing the Best Rap Performance category. Unfortunately, producers chose not to televise it. As a result, nominees like Salt-N-Pepa, LL Cool J, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and Will Smith, then the Fresh Prince, boycotted the ceremony for not including the award in the main show.
We don't have a problem with the Grammy as an award or the Grammy as an institution. We just had a problem with the 1989 design of the award show.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince won nevertheless, and were nominated again in 1990.
And our boycott was to open their eyes to rap music, so next year some rap group will be able to perform on the Grammys. And
while the Recording Academy has continued to face criticism for alleged racial bias, they did add the award to the televised agenda that year. As for Smith, he would continue to call out lack of diversity in award shows, with Oscars so white.
Last week, Will Smith announced he will join his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, in boycotting the 2016 Oscars over the lack of diversity in the nomination.
Number 5. Controversial nominees. 64th Annual Grammy Awards. Swift backlash came when Louis C.K., Marilyn Manson, and Dave Chappelle were nominated in categories at the 2022 Grammy Awards. They had been accused of misconduct, assault, and transphobia, respectively, so many felt they had no place being recognized in this way. The situation ignited debate, with the Recording Academy CEO's official and controversial stance essentially being that art should be separated from the artist.
He says in a statement this: "We won't restrict the people who can't submit their material for consideration. We won't look back at people's history. We won't look at their criminal record."
CK went on to win the Grammy Award for Best Comedy Album, with both him and Chappelle receiving nominations for the 2023 ceremony as well.
Louis C.K. won a Grammy for his 2020 comedy special, in which he joked about the sexual misconduct revelations against him.
Along with artists like The Weeknd expressing frustration at being snubbed altogether, each new round of Grammy nods is sure to drum up a scandal.
Just 2 days to go until the Grammy Awards, and The Weeknd is now joining a growing list of stars, including Justin Bieber, Nicki Minaj, and Drake, who have all slammed the music industry's biggest night.
Number 4. Soy Bomb, 40th Annual Grammy Awards. When Bob Dylan was performing Lovesick at the Grammys in 1998, backup dancer Michael Portnoy took off his shirt. On his chest were the words "Soy Bomb," written so big they were impossible to ignore. You wouldn't know it based on Dylan's cool and collected non-reaction, but this was completely unplanned. Portnoy wasn't compensated due to his stunt, which was relentlessly spoofed in pop culture.
Portnoy would spend a good amount of time on stage before security escorted him off.
However, he was ultimately able to evade charges and continue a varied career as a performance artist. Portnoy has since explained the meaning of the two-word poem, but it's only caused more confusion. Dylan himself has rarely commented on the gimmick, which is why this explosive moment continues to confound all these years later.
I'm trying to forget you.
Number 3. Eminem and Elton John's performance, 43rd Annual Grammy Awards. The Grammys are known for featuring unexpected artist matchups, but not everyone was happy with this one.
The tea's gone cold and wondering why I got out of bed at all.
With organizations like GLAAD labeling Eminem's music homophobic, Elton John received considerable backlash for collaborating with him ahead of the 2001 awards. The event garnered many protesters, with the gay music legend and Eminem coming together for a rendition of the rapper's hit Stan.
Got some issues, Stan. I think you need some counseling.
Eminem concluded the performance by embracing John and insulting the crowd with a hand gesture, an apparent message to his critics. The two artists have maintained a close relationship over the years, with John denying that Eminem was ever homophobic.
We became friends, and we've been amazing friends ever since.
Number 2. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis beat Kendrick Lamar, 56th Annual Grammy Awards. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis may have had great commercial success with the heist, but Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City was seen as the more deserving pick to win Best Rap Album at the 56th Grammy Awards. When the latter shockingly lost to the former, Macklemore took it upon himself to text Lamar apologizing for robbing him of the award.
Shortly after the winner for Best Rap Album was announced, Macklemore posted a text message he sent to K-Dot that illustrated the immense guilt he felt.
Lamar won 0 of the 7 categories he was nominated for that year. While he's since gotten the award for Best Rap Album, he's also been passed over for Album of the Year multiple times, namely losing to Taylor Swift's 1989 in 2016. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like there's any bad blood between the pair.
I can't take it back. Look where I'm at.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Milli Vanilli lip-syncing scandal, 32nd Annual Grammy Awards. Shortly after Milli Vanilli were awarded the Best New Artist Grammy in 1990, the R&B duo became embroiled in a massive lip-syncing controversy.
We were famous, and now we're infamous.
While many performers mimed their own vocals on stage, Milli Vanilli's real voices weren't even used on their own albums. The news shocked the industry, and the backlash was incredibly strong. In the end, the pair were forced to relinquish their Grammy.
We freaked out.
Singer Rob Pilatus, who made up one half of the duo, sadly passed away in 1998, while he and his Milli Vanilli counterpart, Fab Morvan, were staging a return to the spotlight.
And in order to honor him, and for myself, I said that I vowed that I would do my thing. And I would make sure that the name Milli Vanilli itself means when you fall, you stand back up and you move on.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.